The one thing that we see more than ever is kids' chronic sickness, congestion, drainage coughs lasting longer and being harder to kick. Coughs can be the worst, as they often come on after the congestion is cleared, disrupt sleep, make it hard for kids to go back to school, and they seem to linger for a long time. If your child is struggling with a chronic cough that won't go away or comes back after every little cold or congestion, this video is for you. Oftentimes, we look for a more natural way to kick the cough. Humidifiers, nebulizers, extra pillows on the bed for drainage, you name it. But far too often, we are recommended a suppressant or an antibiotic if it settles in long term. In this video, we'll talk about what we can do instead of the medications and treatments, kicking it out before it becomes chronic and ever returning. In an all too common story, Bryce's mom shared with us this. Her immune system felt very weak very early on. She seemed to pick up any and every cold and virus out there and experience chronic ear infections. With every cold, she would experience a cough that lingered for 2 to 3 weeks. It felt like they were only getting one healthy week a month. Like so many children, Bryce struggled with many things that led to consistently having a chronic cough. In addition to the chronic ear infections, she really struggled with sleep. Mom says that she can count on one hand how many times she actually slept through the night those first few years. And she knew how much that weakened her body and contributed to her being sick all the time. As a pediatric chiropractor, I see lots of kids struggling with coughs. Looking at coughs specifically through a different lens has been key to tackling the orientation and progression of it to kick it out for good. Chiropractic looks to help kids with chronic cough by focusing on these 3 main elements to subluxation and avoiding medication if possible. First, subluxation, especially of the cervical and upper thoracic regions, leads to tension and fixation, preventing the ears, the throat, the lymphatics, and lungs from draining and plumbing properly, and getting mucus and congestion out of those areas. And second, the subluxation also alters neuroimmune function, leaving it in a more sympathetic dominant area. Dysautonomia, which creates increased mucus production and inflammation. And then third, these subluxations are most commonly caused by abnormal in utero positioning, breech presentation, birth intervention and trauma such as C-section, forceps, vacuum, induction, childhood falls, or too much time in car seats and baby carriers. So no matter what naturally you did, you add in. The physical stress on the system isn't letting it work as well as it should. Chiropractic care seeks to help a child avoid medications and thus preventing long-term immune system suppression and weakening that can increase their risk of asthma, allergies, and autoimmune conditions later on. So this is why so many parents are turning to drug-free options like pediatric chiropractic care, which addresses the root cause of chronic cough. The first thing that needs to be done to find out if chiropractic care can help your child is a consultation and then a neurological examination where your pediatric chiropractor can detect the presence of subluxation and neuromuscular tension. So often it's found that things like birth trauma, reflux, and even constipation have not been fully taken care of. Yet, as the child grows, a subluxation and chronic tension contribute to other conditions like chronic cough. The neurological examination, called an insight scan, in our training and experience, let us know where to look most closely. Is it the upper cervical and upper thoracic regions, since those are most closely related to the function of the vagus nerve, the phrenic nerve, and the neuromuscular dynamics of the respiratory system? All of these systems can affect a child's ability to kick the cough for good. If you're concerned that this might be the case with your child, schedule a consultation and exam with our office right away. Plus, if you're looking for more resources, we have an entire Raising Healthy Kids Naturally playbook for you to download in the comments. This takes you through all the natural solutions, not only for chronic coughs, but other immune struggles that weigh our kids down. So check out this link in the comments.